Thought of the day. Would it surprise you much if I told you I was right? Would it surprise you? Wouldn't it? Well, would it surprise? Would it maybe surprise young older? No, past me, but no siree, pal, not me. Things are alright, you know. Editing that footage on better terms with my friend, and yeah, you know, not everything's amazing, but you know, I don't know. I think the most important thing to do right now is not to ignore what happened, because it's like, okay, now things are fine. I'm on good terms. I feel okay. I don't feel really awful about it, but that you can't ignore what was sort of, learned from that. You need to keep in mind, okay, what did I learn from that? What I learned was I need to be less reactionary, but also, well, yeah, and with that, be more patient, but also, I need to get my priorities straight. And I think sometimes it's one of those things where it happens, and because obviously, if you were saying friends or money, in the case of this anyway, you just go, of course, friends. But it wasn't, say, in my head, I'm going, oh no, I'm thinking this person needs this thing done, and I'm meant to be doing it tomorrow, and I'm going to let them down. But still, it's not important. Not in that moment, anyway. And it would have been fine anyway. It wasn't the end of the world. And I think I'm too quick to just go, oh my god, it's crumbling. And it was fine. And I think I need to just relax a little, kind of take a second to assess the situation and not immediately have to make an action. I can't just put the phone down and think about it. I have to go, okay, I'll get this person. Or, hey, you wouldn't. No, just stop for a minute, think it through for even just a minute. And it worked out fine. But I could have done a better job with it, and there is a thing of, like, sometimes when something this harsh happens, in terms of, like, how I felt afterwards, there is a lesson that is then implanted within you, that you go, okay, I'm not going to do that again. But, I don't still want to risk that. I am going to actively just keep an eye. And just when something like this happens again, which it probably will, because things, especially when planning things with other people and times and events and certain things where you need to be here by then to do that, especially with video making and and other people, shit goes wrong. Always goes wrong. People aren't reliable. I mean, that's not even aimed at anyone. People aren't. I mean, no one's really reliable, if you know what I mean. Like, that's the thing, is why do you go to something like the cinema or book a time at a restaurant? It's like, because, okay, in the case of, let's use the example of cinema anyway. You can go to cinema because there's 99.9% chance you're going to go to that cinema and the film is going to play the film that you booked at the time they said, and you're going to watch it, and you might like it. Sometimes sometimes you don't. And you're gonna see something, though. Now, if you try and meet up with a friend, there's the fact of, what if they aren't available? What if they become unavailable? What if they can't be there? What if they can't be there very long? How are you gonna meet? How are you gonna get there? You meet. What do you discuss? I think the best times of my life have been just with other people, just talking and laughing and stuff like that, more than I've ever had, doing, like, going to some event or doing something, or booking something, or, what I mean, or going to some destination or some, thing. But, you never know, because it could also be like the worst, or just really boring. Things could go bad. It could be just a shame, because it would be kind of just, I don't know, I don't have anything to say. Or just some shit could happen, or it could not work out. And that's, yeah, why that's why we have things like that. And that's why, yeah, I don't know, whatever.